Welcome back to Simming History, where we look at the history of architecture through the lens of The Sims. Before we get started today, if you like the video, please take a moment to hit like and subscribe. Today we are studying the Dogtrot, a vernacular architecture from the American South. To study the Dogtrot, we are going to start with the log house. Originating from Europe, the log house is very old. Like, very, very old. Like, ancient. It was brought to the U.S. by European settlers. All four walls, which are stacked logs, are structural, and you can't just cut openings into them later. So, if you outgrow your cabin, what do you do? Reportedly, and I say reportedly because I couldn't actually find a source to confirm this, Swedish and Finnish settlers brought a method of construction where they would build a second cabin and then extend the gable roof across the space in between to cover both cabins. This created a covered, protected area between the two cabins that could be used for whatever. Inadvertently, they created the first Dogtrot. This form was adopted and spread quickly throughout the Americas, especially the American South, where porches were added to the front and back, and sections of those porches could be enclosed to provide even more space. This form was uniquely suited to the hot, humid southern climate. The porches provided shade from the sun during the summer. The two separate cabins allowed for the hot kitchen to be separated from the cooler sleeping quarters. The breezeway was aligned with the direction of the wind, which would then blow through the breezeway, and hot air from inside the cabins would be sucked out of the open doors, providing a system of passive cooling. These homes were so well suited for the climate, they were built for all walks of life, from the enslaved to the wealthy. Not only are there several protected and even well-known historic Dogtrots today, modern versions are still being built. They are relatively cheap to construct and very well suited to their climate, which means they are still very popular. These days, the central breezeway may be open, but also may be enclosed with folding glass doors, known in the profession as nano walls. There are even visitor centers whose form was inspired by the Dogtrot. Link down below. That visitor center is actually how I found out about the Dogtrot. We were looking for a precedent at work, stumbled across the Jacksonport Visitor Center, and lo and behold, the Dogtrot. So tell me, would you live in a Dogtrot? Let me know down below. And thanks for joining me today for the Dogtrot. Next week, a holiday pop culture build. And until then, you can find me on Instagram at Simming History and on the Sims 4 gallery at Simming History. Will be playable versions of this and many other builds. Thank you to all the new subs. I will see you next time. Until then, bye.